Okay, so some time has passed. I'd say about 15 minutes. I know you probably cannot see it, but the chicken has a hard crust on it just from sitting, and the moisture from the chicken has absorbed into the dry flour, and it has caused a hard crust somewhat. And so that's exactly what we want. That's what makes it fry really good and has a really nice golden, delicious crust when it's done. So I have heated up my butter at a very low temperature. I have my stove at 3 and not any higher than that. As you may be able to tell, my butter is just starting to slowly be kind of bubbly. And what that means is that it's time to start frying. So I'm going to move my bowl over here so I'm closer. And I'm just going to start slowly frying the chicken. Now, chicken breasts are similar, but chicken thighs especially have a very rough side from where they cut it against the bone and a smooth side. The rough side is the best side to eat because it has the most crevices, or as Mitt Romney would say, crevasses. So what you want to do is you want to start frying the rough side down first, because that's going to be the first side that's done, and that's the one that you're going to serve facing up. So you want it to have the best crust. So you're just going to slowly and carefully put each piece into the pan. Very slowly and very carefully. And I'm not going to be able to aim this very well. So I'm doing the best I can. Just slowly place it in the pan. And at no time do you want this pan to be screaming hot. There are many different ways to fry chicken. But when you're frying it in butter, you want to do it slow and low. That's how you get the most succulent, delicious chicken when you're frying it this way. Now, deep frying is a completely different ball game, as is frying in oil. If you were using like a cast iron skillet, you would probably want to do a different type of crust. Like you probably would want to do either a beer batter or the breading technique of flour, then egg wash, and then cracker crumb. Actually, take that back. No, you don't want to do that when you're fast frying. It would burn too quickly. But let me just move this here. Okay, so I've got all the chicken in the pan, and now that has cooled down the pan somewhat, so I am going to turn it up just a little bit, give it some more heat, but I'm going to turn it back down again once it starts bubbling again. Because at no time do you want this to burn. You never want this screaming hot. If you turn it up too high, the butter will just burn and it will turn almost a black, and it won't be any good. But we're starting to see some bubbles here, starting to do our frying thing, and it's looking really good. And it's going to probably cook like this on this side without touching it, without turning it, without messing with it for a good at least 5 minutes, probably closer to 10 minutes. So I'm going to stop the camera, and I'll do the next segment here in about 10 minutes.